command to get the current location, PWD, present working directory. When I log into root user, so by default we'll get the current location slash root. Okay. So this is the username, this is the host name, this is the tilde. Tilde indicates current user home directory. We are in the current user home directory, so that is slash root. So how to see the list of files in this location?
ls minus alert.
ls minus lrt. So how to identify which one is the file, which one is the directory?
We have two methods, sir. One is the color one is the directories, and blue color one is the directories, and white color one is the files. And
Yeah.
second method
So
is the
okay. Starting letter.
starting letter with D and
If
hyphen.
starting letter D is there, that those all are directories. If starting letter hyphen is there, so those all are files. So the what are the blue colors? All are directories. The rest remaining all are files. Okay. So LL, what is the difference between LL and LS minus LRT? LL you can see. So LL also it gives the list of the files and directories in alphabetic order. In alphabetic order, you can see. Here you can see when you give LS minus LRT. Anaconda after this file, it gives this file. Here after A, it will B. It start with B, alphabetic order A, B, C, D like this. So ls, what is the command ls? First,
All are in the side by side.
side by side. So all files and directories side by side it will display with so less information. Here you can say we can see the more information. So we have to understand. So as of now, we only this is the file. What about these all the things? We have to understand these all the things. Let me keep it notepad. Okay. For today commands. Yes. So when you give ls minus lrt, it gives the list of the all the files or directories. On the current location, it gives the ls minus lrt. Yes, it will list out all the files or directories. Here can say, so the starting letter we know. If D is there, that is the directory. If hyphen is there, that is the file. So these all are privileges. We forget about these privileges. RWX means read, write, execute. So we'll discuss later. These all are privileges. As of now, this set is privileges part. So what is this? This is the owner. So in Linux, every user is mapped to one group. So this is the username root. This user mapped to group name root. What is the size of this file? 2053 bytes. So when this was created, this is the timestamp. This file is when this file was created. This is the timestamp. This is the file size. This is the group. This is the user. These are the privileges. These are the privileges. Clear? So okay. So this directory when it was created. Yes. What is the timestamp? When this was created?
Right.
This is the timestamp. Okay. What is the size of this directory?
Sorry, 6 MB, sir.
6 bytes.
6
Bytes.
bytes.
So who is the owner of this directory? Owner means this is the owner column. This is the owner column or user column. Both are same. This is the owner column. Can say privileges part. Privileges. Privileges. User or owner. Owner. User or owner. Both are same. Okay. Next. Group. Next. Size. Next. Timestamp. Next. File or directory. File or directory. Can say privileges. This is the user owner column. This is the group column. This is the group. Where is the group? Under group. So this is the size. Yes. This is the timestamp. This is the file. Yes. Clear? So these all are files. This is the timestamp. Timestamp means this directory when it was created. This is the timestamp. What is the size of this desktop? This is the directory. How can say starting D is there? When this was created, based on this time, we can say what is the size of this 6 bytes. Who is the owner of this directory? Owner means you can say this column. So who is the owner of this column? Root. This root belongs to one group. The group name also root. Clear? User owner group size timestamp till this is the file or directory. Clear? Okay. So let's see. Okay. We know ls minus lit, it gives the files directories on the current location. If you want to see the some other location, you can give the path. Okay. The next command, how to we know top command. We know top command. So how to create these files? How to create these files? Where I am in pwd/root. How to create the files? I want to create a file. Yes, I know files are directories. In Linux operating system, everything is file or directory. In Windows, everything is in file or folder. I want to create a file. I want to create a directory. How to create a file? I want to create a file. I want to insert some data. How to create a file? How to create a directory? How to create a file? Yes. How to create a directory? If you create a file, who is the owner of that file? If you create a file, who is the owner of this file?
Root.
Root. Because why? The current user. So let me make a point. You can say creating files. When you create a file or directory, the current user will be assigned as a owner of that file or directory. That you should have remember. When you create a file, when you create a file, when you create a file or directory, when you create a file or directory, the current user will be assigned as a owner of that file or directory. How to know the current user? Yes. How to know the current user? Hmm. How to know the current user? Current user in Linux system, in Linux server. Yes. How to know the current user? Yes. Hmm. Just one method. Type ID. That's it. It gives the username. So wherever. So suppose okay, I log in, but I am not confirm which user I am in. Type ID. So what is the user ID? User ID 0. What is the username? This is the username. Group ID 0. What is the group name? This is the group name. So if you want to know which user currently log in, just type ID. It gives the more information: user ID, username, group ID, group name. Or who am I? Who am I? To know the current user, there are multiple ways are there. There are multiple commands are there. At least one command you have to know. At least one command you have to know. Either you can use ID command or who am I? Who am I? You can say, let me, this is the command to know the current user. The current user. who am I? The current user will be, it gives the current user. Currently log in with the root user. Or second command. Second command. What is the second command? You can
ID.
just ID. Type ID. It gives the user ID, group ID, group name, username. It gives all the details. You can say here, what is the user ID? By seeing the above output, user ID equal to 0. User ID means UID. 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 Yes. What is the username? What is the username? Root. What is the group ID? GID. GID. What is the group ID? 0. What is the group name? Root. If you want to know current user, what is the current user? We require this one, this information. If you want to know current user ID, yes, you can give type ID. It gives the current user ID also. Every user it's assigned one ID, one number. Every user assigned one number. Every user is assigned to one group. That group also it has one ID. What is the root user group ID? 0. What is the group name? Root. Third. Third. Based on the symbol. If you see hash symbol, if you see hash symbol, that means you are login, you are logged in the server with root user. If you see dollar, if you see dollar, then you are logged in the server other than root user. Other than root user. We don't know exact username. If you see hash, so are you able to see hash? Yes or no? Hash. Are you able to say after login to root user? After login to root user, are you able to say hash symbol?
Yes, sir.
So hash means which user, current user login?
Root user.
Currently logged in the server using root user. Based on the symbol, you can say. If you see, suppose, okay, let me switch to sudo su-abc. So are you able to see dollar or a hash?
Dollars.
So here dollar. That means dollar indicates.
Other than the root user.
So we logged the server other than the other than the other than the root user. So if you, suppose dollar means yes, currently we did not log in with the root user. If you want to know username, yes, what is the other? Who am I? ABC. ABC. If you want to know exactly the current user, who am I? Or based on the symbol, you can say if it is hash means currently we log in with the root user. If you say, if you type ID, if you type ID, here also you can type ID. The commands are fixed. What is the current username? ABC. The user ID, what is the ABC user ID? 1001. What is the group ID? 1001. The group name also ABC. How to back to root user? How to switch one user to other user? Root to ABC user. If you want to connect, let me see. From root to ABC user. Connect from root to ABC user. How to? Just su-abc. That's it. If ABC not existing, we need to create. Need to create user ABC. What is the command? User add ABC. Clear? In our scenario, ABC existing. If not, ABC does not existing. So first you have to create the user, then you have to connect to ABC user from root to ABC. How to switch? Switch user SU. Switch user hyphen ABC means we are switching to ABC user. Now what is the current user? Who am I? ABC. Now I want to back to root user. I switch to ABC user. I switch to ABC user. Then I back to root user. How to switch? How to back to root user? Exit. Exit. Can say who am I? What is the right now? Who am I? What is the current user? AB root user. Back to root user using use exit command. Exit command. Can say exit. It back to root user. Yes, hash. If you want to know the current user, who am I? Clear? Any queries? Any confusion? Suppose I want to switch ABC for user. Let me switch. How to switch? Switch user SU. SU hyphen ABC4. How can say? What it is saying? ABC4. Read that this message.
User ABC4 doesn't exist.
So that means user does not exist. User does not exist. ABC4. What we do? If you want to connect to switch, if you want to connect to this user, if you I want to connect server with ABC user, ABC4. First I have to create the user. First I have to create the user ABC4. How to create the user? User add. User add ABC4. Yes, user is created. Then you can switch ABC4. Yes, who am I? I connected right now. I connected ABC4. Other than root user, what is the exact username ABC4? I want to back to root user. How to? I want to back to root user. Yes,
Exit.
exit. That's it. Clear? Example 2. Okay. Here, so when I switch SU ABC already existing. Yesterday we created ABC user. That's why it's switching connected to ABC user. After connecting, I want to confirm which user, current user, who am I? Yes, it printed ABC user. After I want to back to root user, then exit. Type exit. Log out ABC user. Then hash appear. Then I want to confirm which user, who am I? The root user will be print. So this is the username. When I switching ABC user, here the name will be changing. Yes or no? After SU ABC, here the username, which user, current user is. By seeing this name also we can say currently we are logging with ABC user. There are multiple ways are there. Sometimes here it won't print the username. Yes, in that scenario, you can type this command, who am I, or ID command. Clear? Okay. So currently we log in with the root user. How to identify who am I? So always we can create the files. Whatever the administration task we can perform with root user only. Root user only. Okay. Let me create the files. Let me create the files. How to create the file? So I want to where I am in. What is my current location? What is my current location? Yes.
PWD.
PWD slash root. I want to create how to display the files ls minus lrt. So I want to create a file. Suppose I want to create empty file. I don't want to insert any data. I want to create an empty file. There is a touch is the command. Touch is the command. Touch is the command to create an empty file. Can say empty file. Yes, I'm going to keeping file name is empty file. You can keep any name, the file name. You can say yes, I created file. How we created? Touch is the command to create a empty file. Yes, the file was created. How to see the file is created or not? What is the command to see the files and directories?
ls minus alert, sir.
Huh?
ls minus alert.
Okay. ls minus lat, it lists out all the files, all the directories. I want to see particular this file is existing or not. This file is only I want to verify. ls minus lat, can say enter. It lists out all the files along with this file. Yes or no? The file was created. When this file was created, today, just now created this file. This is the timestamp. What was the file size? 0 bytes. Who is the owner of this file? Hmm. Who is the owner of this file?
Root.
This root belongs to which group? What is the group name?
Root only.
Root
Root.
only. I want to know root user ID. How to find root user ID? Hmm. I want to know what is the root user ID.
Just
User
give
ID.
it
Type
ID,
ID.
sir.
Type ID. It gives the user ID 0. Sir, no. If you want to know any user ID, suppose I want to know root user ID. We are in the root user already. Just type ID. That's it. I want to know ABC user ID. How to do that? Yes. I want to know ABC user ID. Yes. How to do that? First we
Uh,
have
uh,
to
First
connect
writing
to
the
ABC user. Connect to ABC user, then type ID. That's it. How to connect ABC user? How to switch to ABC user? What is the command?
SU hyphen ABC.
SU
SU
hyphen.
hyphen ABC. Then type ID. That's it. Okay. So the file was created with the today timestamp just now created. By seeing this information, we can easily understand who is the owner of this file.
Root, sir.
Root. Why the root user assigned the file? The owner. Why root user assigned as a owner of that file?
Because that is the current user.
Because that is the current user. Yes. Where we are creating the files. What are the created files directories? Which user you are in? That user will be assigned as a owner of the file or directory. That is the default behavior. Later, if you want to change, we can change. We'll see. We have a command. Yes, we'll discuss. As of now, by seeing this output, we easily you can understand who is the owner of this file. Who is the owner of this file?
Root only, sir.
Root only. This root belongs to one group. The group name also root only. Okay. So we know how to create a file, empty file. This is the empty file. Okay. I want to create another file. Yes. This is the empty file. Okay. So let me touch. I want to create another file. Touch file 1. Touch file 1. Or so touch emp file 1. Yes. How many files I created right now? 2 files are created. So ls minus lat. Yes. This file also created a emp file 1. This is the file latest I created file. Who is the owner of this file?
Root.
So what is the when this was created? What is the timestamp?
Today.
825.
8:25
25.
seconds. What is the size of this file?
0
0.
byte.
0 bytes. So these are the privileges. We'll discuss later. Okay. So now I want to insert some data. Now I want to insert some data inside this file. How to insert the data? If it is Windows, it's very easy. Just right click, new, create a file. That's it. File was created. How to insert the data? Just double click on the file. You can type here. This is file information and save it. Control S. That's it. Yes or no? Now what is the file size? 1 KB. Means we created a file, we inserted data, but that's not much easy in Linux system. Everything you have to give the command. But those commands are fixed commands only. It's not changing. Never changed the commands. Never changed the work for any admin job. For any admin job, not only DBA, Linux admin, storage admin, database admin, whatever the administration work, the work will be repeated every day. The same procedure we have to go and work. That's why it's very easy administration job. Okay. So I want to insert some data. How to insert data? VI. How to insert the data? VI space. Which file you want to insert the data? Suppose I want to
EMP
insert the
file
data,
one.
insert this one. VI space file 1. If you want to insert the data, first you have to edit that file. How to edit the file? VI editor. VI editor. You have to go to inside that file. How to edit that file? VI. If you want to modify if you want to remove the data, if you want to add the data, if you want to update some data inside the file for anything, you have to use this command vi space file name. Enter. Enter. Yes. After entering into this file, EMP file, yes, which file we opened, you can see here, EMP file 1. I want to insert the data. After vi space file, click on enter. It's not in insert mode. If you want to insert some data, it should be insert mode. The file open should be insert mode. We could not see any insert mode. Now to go with insert mode, click on I from your keyboard. Click on I. I am pressing. Click on I. Yes. Now I can see insert mode. Yes or no? Now I can see insert mode. Suppose let me go back. So if you suppose we are assuming I don't want to insert any data, then you have to out of from this insert mode. Click on escape. Yes. How to? Let me exit. Yes. Again vi this file. Let me insert the data into file. vi file 1. Yes, vi space file 1. Enter. Now I can say. So click on I can see insert mode. Click on I. Then insert the data. After inserting, click on escape button. Click on escape button. Then if you want to save the data, use below command. Shift colon WQ. That's it. Without saving. Without saving you want to exit from that file. Shift colon Q. This one. Writing. W means writing and quit. I want to quit from that file. Whatever the added data that should be saved, I want to save the data. Then you have to use this command. Without save, just you want to quit that from file. Shift colon Q. Shift 1. Let me insert the data. So yes, this is EMP file 1 data. Yes, I want to insert this data. So after inserting, what we do? Yes,
Click on escape.
click on escape. Let me escape. Yes, it gone. The insert mode is gone. Now what we do? I want to save the data. Then if you want to save the data, what we do?
Colon WQ.
Shift colon keyboard. In the keyboard, shift colon W means writing the data. That means saving the data. After saving, I want to quit from this file. Q. Shift 1. Yes. Don't confuse. Just VI. So VI. Okay. So VI EMP file 1. Okay. Whatever insert mode, you can type the data, whatever data if you want to save. Then escape. Shift colon WQ. W means saving the data, writing the data. Q means quit. Shift 1. This is how we can save the data inside the file. Clear? Okay. I want to see the data, whatever inserted, whatever saved the data. I want to see what information there inside this file. In Windows, how can say just open the file and you can see. Yes, it's a very easy. But in Windows, to see the data, to see the file data, we are using cat command. Cat space emp file 1. To see the file data, we are using to see the file data. We used cat command. You can say cat space file name. Cat space file name. After inserting, yes, here I inserted this line. This is emp file 1 data. To see the file data, what command? Cat command. Clear? Okay, just let me keep these commands. Create files. Empty file, use this command. Then, yes, I want to, yes, empty file. One more, this one more file. Two files are created. Two files are created. Yes, I want to insert the data. So let me ls minus lrt. Suppose I want to see only this file is existing or not. ls minus lrt emp file 1. Particular file only I want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to list all the files. I don't want to list all the files. If you list, suppose 1000 files are there in the location, current location. To see files are created or not. Yes, you can use ls minus lrt. Okay. So to see particular file is created or not, or existing or not, you can use ls minus lrt emp file 1, whatever which file you want to see. If it is, suppose if you see, let's say emp file 2, the emp file 2 existing, yes or no? emp file 2 existing or not?
No, sir.
No, we created file 1 only. When you give wrong file name, it's saying no such file or directory on the current location. On the current location, there is no file with this name. The same error it's saying cannot access. What is what is the file? emp file 2 cannot access. Why? Because maybe no such file or directory. There is no file with this name. There is no directory with this name. So when you give ls minus lrt emp file 1, yes, emp file 1 existing, it gives the output same. Yes, the owner, group name, size, and timestamp, when this file is created, everything it gives. Instead of ls minus lrt file name, if you give ls minus lrt, it lists out all the files or directories. Clear? To see the particular file is existing or not, you can use ls minus lrt. You can use anyone, ll, emp file 1. That anything is fine. ls or ll, emp file 1. Yes. Yes or no? ll, emp file 1. Yes. You can use anything. Either ls minus lrt or ll. You can use ls command or ll command. Anything is fine. There are many commands are there, the same purpose. You can use any command. Clear? I want to insert the data. To insert the data into a file, into a existing empty file. to insert the data into a existing empty file. Yes, this file is already existing without any data. I want to insert, yes, va space emp file 1. Then after edit this file, click on I from your keyboard, then insert the data. After inserting, click on escape. Then if you want to save the data, you can use save this one. You can use this command without saving this one. To see the file data, we used below command, cat space file now. Next, I want to insert the data. To insert the data into a non-existing file. Yes, to insert the data into a non-existing file. Suppose I want to insert the data into a file. That file is not, it's not existing current location. Let's say ls-lrt. These are the files or directories. emp file 1 is there, but emp file 2 we don't have. But I want to insert the data into emp file 2. Is it possible?
No, sir, not working.
No. Okay. So va command, what it will do? va command, when you use va command, let me va command. So if you when you try to insert the data into any file, if the file is already existing, then the data will be added into same file. If the file is not existing, then it create the file and added the same data. As of now, emp file 2 does not exist. When you use va space emp file 2, the file 2 does not exist. If you try to edit this file, yes, you can insert the data, it create file and insert the data. Both will be performed. If file does not exist, it creates file and we are inserting the data. I can say this is emp file 2 data. Yes, escape, shift : wq, shift 1. File is created and added the same data whatever you inserted. Clear? That is the va command. Now you can see ls-lrt. Yes, emp file 2 created, file is created. If it doesn't have that file, file is creating and added the same data. If file is existing, just it's open in edit mode and you can insert whatever the data. Clear? Suppose emp file 2 does not exist and I want to insert the data into this file. Then va, please give a minute. va space file name, this is going to create. So you can type here, this is emp file 2 data, then save the file. Same. Now you can say ls-lrt, yes, the file is created. Yes or no? So like this, we can create an empty file. If you want to insert the data, existing file you can insert. If you want to insert the data, non-existing file, you can va space file name. This file is going to create and you can insert whatever data inserted. If you save this file, the file will be created under save the data. Suppose, let me say va space emp file 3. File 3 does not exist. Yes, click on I. This is emp file 3 data. Escape. I don't want to save this. I don't want to save this data. This file is created.
No, sir.
No. When you save the data, then only the file will be created and whatever inserted data will be added into that file. LL. There is no emp file 3 because this file does not exist. So when you try to insert the data, that time if you save the data, then file will be created and added the data. If you're not saving, yes, file also not created. Clear? That's how we can create the file. We can insert the data. Using touch command, we can create the file. Using
Sir,
VA command. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, can we create a file without any data?
Yeah, yes. That is the touch command. That is empty file, right?
Yes,
If
yes.
you want to create empty file, you can use touch command. If you want to create a file along with I want to insert some data, both the things I want to do at a time. I want to create a file along with I want to insert some data. Then you can go VA command. Okay, you can say
Okay.
create a empty file. Use touch command. Yes, this is the we use the second command. Yes, create a file and along with I want to insert some data. Then use VA command. Then use VA space file name. Clear? If you want to create empty file, which command? Touch command. Touch space file name. This is the syntax. So I want to create a file. I want to create a file and along with I want to insert some data. Then use VA space file name command. This is the first one example. Whenever you want to create a file, you can go use touch command. Touch is the command. It's creating empty file only. After creating empty file, if you want to insert the data, yes, you can. After you can after creating empty file, if you want to insert, you can insert. But I want to create a file at the same time I want to insert some data, then you can use VA space file name. VA space file name. It's going to create a file, but when this file is created, when you save this data, whatever inserted data, when you save this, that time only it's going to create a file and save the data. Okay. Any queries, anyone? Okay. So okay, so just go through this document. Okay, let me do this all the things. Just we created. Okay. Can say there is a two types of files are there. One is hidden file and a normal file. Hidden file and a normal file. LAS minus LART. Can say few of the files directories there is a dot is there before file name, before directory name. This is the directory only D is there, but before directory there is a dot is there. Before direct there is a dot is there. Before file there is, this is the file only, but before file there is a dot is there. So there is a two types of files are there. Two types of directories are there. Let me discuss. Creating files. Okay. There are two types of files and the directories. One is normal file. One is normal file and a normal directory. We know normal file, normal directory. Second, hidden file. Hidden file and hidden directory. Hidden directory. So hidden file means you can say this is the file name. People call as a hidden file. Hidden file. Directory name. Some directory name. This is people call as a hidden directory. Hidden directory. Just a file name. This is a normal file. Just a directory. Just a directory. Directory. It's a directory. Normal file, normal directory. Clear? How to list out normal files, normal directories? You can say.
Yes,
How to
minus
list the normal files and normal directories? Normal directories. Yes. What is the command?
ls minus alert.
Yes. So ls minus lrt or or ls
Less
or
ll.
ll. Okay. So these are the command we are using to list the normal files and normal directories. So how to list the hidden files? Hidden files and hidden directories. How to list all the files. How to list all the files and directories, including hidden files and hidden directories. What is the command? ls minus lart. When you keep hyphen a, if you add a, it lists the all the files means including normal files, including hidden files. All the directories means including directories, including hidden directories. That's why you can get the, can say ls minus lrt. When you give ls minus lrt, there is no hidden files, hidden directories. Are you able to see dot before directory, before the file name? No.
Yes, sir.
So now if I want to display all the files, all the directories, including normal, including hidden, ls minus lart, can say these all are normal files or hidden files.
Hidden files.
How can say hidden files? How to identify?
Previous the file name we have seen the
So before
dot.
file name there is a dot is there. Before file name there is a dot is there. Can say before file name. This is the, I can say this is the normal file. Just file name. Before there is no nothing. If it is a hidden file, I can say hidden file. File name, whatever the file name. Before file name there is a dot is there. If prefix dot is there, either file or directory. Those all are normal hidden files and hidden directories. How to identify which one is the normal file, which one is the hidden file? If it is a normal file, before this is the normal file because we don't have any prefix. We don't have any dot before file name. Here, this is the file name. Before file name, there is a dot is there. So this is the hidden file. These all are hidden files. This is the hidden directory, normal directory.
Hidden directories.
Hidden directory. This is the hidden directory or normal directory.
Normal directory.
Because there is no dot before directory name. So like this, if you want to list out, when you give ls minus lrt, it not list the hidden files, hidden directories. When you give ls minus lart, then only you can get the hidden files and hidden directories. Clear? Okay. I want to create one hidden file. I want to create hidden file. Yes. I want to create a hidden file. How to create? Touch space hidden file. You can give any name, file name. So when you give touch space hidden file, the hidden file will be created. You can say touches, T-Y-O-C-H. The file will be created. What is the normal file or hidden file? When you give ls minus lrt, it's not give this file. Why?
That is the hidden file.
Hidden file. So what command we have to use?
Ls minus LART.
LART. So there I can say hidden file. Yes or no?
Yes.
If you want to create a hidden directory, touch hidden directory. This is the hidden directory or normal directory?
Normal directory.
Normal directory. So if you want to create a directory, we'll see later. To create a directory, we use separate command. To create files, we are using touch command or VA command. Suppose I want to use VA command to create a hidden file. VA space VA
Dot.
space dot file name. That's it.
File.
Yes, going to create a hidden file. When you save the data, then only the file will be created, hidden file. So any file before dot is there, that is the hidden file. Any directory before dot is there, that is the hidden directory. How we display means ls minus LART to list all the hidden files, hidden directories, all the things. Clear? ls minus LART, this file name. Yes, file is existing. When you give ls minus LART that file, can say yes, the file name we given. If you want to list all the hidden files, all the directories, ls minus LART. Okay, so this is how you can create normal files using touch command, using VA command, to create hidden files using touch command, using VA command. Then how to identify which owner will be assigned to create any file or directory. The current user will be assigned as a owner. How to switch one user to other user. Then how to find the user ID, username, the current user, the current group name. So these all commands just we discuss. Just go through this document. You can, if you have any queries, you can ask today or tomorrow, next class. Any queries from anyone?